Welcome to today's 5-minute Bible study in the Gospel of John. We're still looking at John chapter 15. In the last couple of sessions, we've looked at the first 8 verses of this chapter, in which Jesus says, I am the vine and you are the branches. Remain in me. And if you remain in me, you will be fruitful. We also saw that the fruit of being in Christ is that fruit of the Spirit that Paul talks about in Galatians chapter 5. Now this thought is continued in verse 9 and following. Notice what Jesus says. Now as the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Remain in my love. If you keep my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commands and remain in his love. I have told you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Now, as Jesus talks about remaining in him, abiding in him, he says that also means to remain in my love. If you remain in my love, you are remaining in me. If you remain in me, you are remaining in my love. Now, this, I think, verifies what we said in yesterday's session, that the fruit Jesus is talking about is, of course, the fruit of the Spirit. Because you remember, the fruit of the Spirit begins with love, and then it goes on to joy. And Jesus is going to say, if you remain in me, you'll be fruitful. That is, you remain in my love and you remain in my joy. So again, it's all about abiding in Christ. As the branches abide in the vine, we abide in Christ. We remain in him. We live in that fruit of that relationship, which is love and joy. Notice verse 11, he says, I've told you this so that my joy may be in you and your joy may be complete. So my command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Now greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants. Servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I've called you friends. For everything that I have learned from the Father, I have made known to you. You did not choose me, I chose you, and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last. And so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give to you. This is my command: love each other. Now this love that is the fruit of the Spirit, this love we experienced in Jesus, is the self-sacrificing kind of love that gives all. Greater love, Jesus says, has no man than this: lay down your life for your friends. And that is exactly what Jesus does for us. Remember, this conversation is taking place on Holy Thursday night. The next day, he's going to die on the cross because he loves us so much. He dies that we might be redeemed. We're going to experience the fullness of his love demonstrated on the cross. And as we remain in him, that love fills us, and we're enabled to love in return, to love him, to love the Father, and to love one another. This, Jesus says, makes you my friends. I'm not calling you servants. You're my friends, for I've revealed my heart to you. I've revealed all that I have from the Father to you. I've given it all to you because you're my friends. I've chosen you. I've appointed you as my friends. That's why you're in me. So remain in me. And notice he concludes the paragraph: love each other. This is the command. This is how you obey the Father and how you obey the Son. Love one another. Yes, indeed, it's all about that fruit, right? The fruit of the Spirit, Paul said in Galatians 5, was love, joy, peace, patience, etc. It's all about love and the outgrowing of that love in every way. So, this Christian life is a life of abiding in Christ. We are the branches and we are rooted into the vine. And as we remain in him, we remain in his love, and we grow in love, and we love each other and demonstrate the fruitfulness of the Christian life. It's all about love. You know, John Wesley, who was the founder of the Methodist revival, once said, what is Christian holiness? People ask him what it means to really be holy. And he said, it's love. It's to love God with all of your heart, and it's to love your neighbor as yourself. Of course, he was simply echoing the words of Jesus. It's all about love. And that again is what Jesus is saying here in John 15. The fruit is love. You remain in me, you remain in my love, and you love each other. Join us tomorrow as we continue our 5-minute Bible study in the Gospel of John. We'll continue looking at John chapter 15.